Hello, everyone, and welcome to Code with Italians. Today is a design day, and as such, we have our friend Chris with us. Hi, Chris. Welcome back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're very lucky to have you joining us. So we are the ones thanking you. Um, okay, so Mark is already taking bets on whose audio is going to be destroyed by the end of the stream. Am I Dalek Seb, by the way? I don't know, because I have updated Windows today, so if shit doesn't work, it's not my fault, it's Microsoft's fault. That's how it
Yeah,
works, I
sure.
think.
So
um,
nice.
okay, so today the plan is to do some more live design, which is super nice, super interesting. We are still working on Events app. We have one screen left to do, which is the category screen, and then we're gonna start adapting the designs to larger screens. And before we get started with that, there's the usual even thing.
Yes. So welcome everybody. So thank you for supporting us. I want to start with being very thank you to our latest supporter, Jesus. Jesus was one of our lucky winner of the IntelliJ license a few weeks ago, and the other day he also supported us on coffee. So thank you. We are gonna run sorry, we are gonna run the usual giveaway live, and I'm gonna already put the word there. So if you want to have some stickers, just get to the chat and type the right word. The stickers that you can win are the Angry Pizza stickers, and if you are a subscriber, you can also receive, if you win, the Holo Pizza sticker, and this is not on the store. So the only way to get this is actually winning the giveaway, the live giveaway. Yeah, so far so good. We can start. Oh, come on. So
I might have, like, it might be my fault. I don't know, but
sorry. No, ningún problema, Sebastiano. Hola a todos and bienvenidos a Code with
Codigo.
los Italianos. Código con los italianos. Hoy tenemos Chris para hablar en design para tablet, para I don't know, demasiado grande para grande esquermos, whatever. Thank you for this. Yeah, so much for getting outside my comfort zone. So I think we can start because I can't wait for this. No worries. We are here to have fun, and this actually forces me to prepare a bit. So thank you for supporting me also in my journey of learning Spanish. So what do we want to do? Where do we want to start? So we discussed the main screen, right? So we had I don't know what the audience is looking at, Sebastiano, if you are already sharing.
But I'm gonna share the
Okay.
screen in now.
Perfect.
Okay,
So,
now they can see
So
Chris' screen.
what I remember from our latest episode was Chris getting into the zone, and we had to stop him because he was redesigning everything. I was like, let's try to save something for next episode. So we designed the initial screen, so the main screen, the home screen, if we want to call it. So how do you imagine the next step, Chris?
So I think we had the home screen, but then I think the thing I wanted to do was the categories one just quickly, because I think you had these 6 little cards here.
Yes.
So I think we could do that, and then probably, I don't think we have to redesign necessarily the well, I think we can start to talk about the tablet and large screen guidance, because looking at this nav drawer, I think this would work for a phone screen, but then we could try to consider what that would look like on a tablet,
Fantastic.
or a larger screen that is not a phone.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, actually, we have some of your tablet screenshots. So
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Tablet design. This is that's the funny part. When you say design and even in the same sentence, it sounds off. So what do you think? What do you think about the category? Can you tell that I like emoji?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like emoji.
Okay.
I guess so the categories, I can't remember how the app works, but like when you select that, it basically just filters the list of books to that category,
So
right?
yes. So the main screen, the landing screen, when you open the app, you see the list of top 100 free books. But then over time, people started asking for, filter. Can I filter by category? And that wouldn't actually work with the data source that I use. So I went into a completely different direction from a data source type. So I looked for specific categories on Amazon itself. But I'm reusing the UI. So when you navigate to the category list, you see the list of categories. And then when you click on crime, for instance, the same UI that you will have on the home screen, it gets populated with books that are only from a crime category data source. So it's basically the same screen over and over and over. Just the books change, because I didn't know how to customize the screen to make it, I don't know, you have a sci-fi category. Can I make it a bit more sci-fi-y? You know what I mean? Like, can I change the toolbar, or can I place a header to hint that that's the romance category? I didn't have anything like that, so I went for okay, I have a list. Let's show the list with different content.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, because I think it's good we talked through that. There's some interesting ideas there. I think because I was thinking about, so like, if we were to just take this screen as is and redesign it in a little bit, we'll take these things, and then I'll probably duplicate them like so, and then we can do that. So Figma has a nice way to just make things lay out like this.
Nice.
Yeah. So then we can put this kind of in the center. And then, one thing we could do, which I think would be kind of neat, is change the surface color behind it, just to give it some variability. Let's see, where did our, what kind of surfaces do we have? Maybe 3. Yeah.
Can you remind me what the various different surfaces are? Like, are those all the same, or?
They're different. So there are surface colors that are mapped to specific Material 3 components, like card.
Got
I
it.
think has, but the thing is, and this is kind of where you can, this is where I think the surface thing does scale, is when you go to the color system article, there's this article about color roles. And this shows you what these colors are supposed to be and what they're for. But if you scroll to the bottom, there's a ton of information about how to map these colors to specific components. So for surface tones, this part is interesting because surface tones are kind of used to communicate elevation, where before they would use shadow to communicate elevation,
Mhm.
but now we're using different surface tones. So the theme builder, at least in Figma, is able to build these different surface tones, which I think it takes, it's like a layered approach. So I think one is some base color, and then there's another layer on top that has a certain opacity with a mix of colors. So, oopsie.
That's me. Hello.
If we go back to Figma, like if you go to, like if we take this rectangle and then we'll say it's surface 1. Yeah, surface 1. So if I were to look at the actual how this style is created, you can see here there's a base layer, and then there's like this other layer of opacity sitting on top. So it's so the tool, I don't know if this is done in code actually, but someone else could probably confirm that. But here you can see these are the different surfaces. So you see surface, surface +1, surface +2, and then the opacity of that overlay kind of increases over time. So you kind of get these different tones that all kind of pull from a similar color set, so they harmonize nicely. But there is guidance about how you can use that. So it says like here, like surface 1, it's like you should use it for this component. So it has suggestions about like how you could use surface 1 and surface 2, and all the way to surface 5. And I think as a designer, this was useful because if I have a component that's not in the material component set, but serves a similar purpose, then this kind of helps me figure out like how do I map the theming to our kind of custom component that's in our app. The other thing though I would say is like I sometimes just like the fact that these surface colors exist because it gives me something to just mess around with. It's like, because sometimes the system will be like, use this specific key for this surface, and you're like, sure, and then you use it and you're like, well, that doesn't really feel right. And so I think having these more than one surface tone is nice because you can kind of play with it, and the color will still harmonize with the rest of your app because those overlays are always based on kind of that core color palette set that I was pointing to. So you can, that's why I like it, because it gives you some flexibility, but like it doesn't, if you're picking different surface colors, at least the surface colors are not so different from your app that like if the user were to navigate to a different screen or open a different component that had a different surface color, it wouldn't be like jarring. It would just feel like it's all part of the same app.
Got it. So here you're saying I'm not using them for their semantic role, but I'm using them for looks.
Yeah.
I like the approach.
Which someone on the material team might kill me for doing that, but
we don't need to tell anyone.
No, don't worry.
We won't tell anyone. Maybe.
Yeah. But I think I don't know, like in this case, you could go with, we could just make this screen like this, where it's all white in the background, or white, off-white with blue, and make these little cards or tiles like this bluish color. But then I'm like, well, maybe it's an opportunity to actually do the inverse, which is like, so. But the one thing I was going to ask one of you to do, which I should have done before we started talking about this, is to go hunt down these emojis.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
And if you can just paste them in here, then I can add them.
I don't think I can edit.
Oh. Can I change that? Aha!
Aha! I have the power. Oh, now it refreshed for me. Oh, now I can change things.
Uh-oh.
What could go wrong?
Nothing. Nothing.
I'm gonna run a poll on Twitch. Can Seb
How is Seb going to
Figma
break this?
Well? Yeah. Is it gonna break Figma by the end of the episode?
Maybe.
We'll see.
I mean, sky is the limit, right?
Yeah.
That's true. That's why you don't have editing rights at work. It's just Ivan, don't touch this. It's gonna be just read only, so go for it.
Oh no. Sebastian.
It's like a sandbox, for kids, so for babies. Yeah.
Hey Mark, I haven't broken it yet.
Oh man. The fact that we have a sound for that, it's
And the fact that Mark made that sound also says a lot.
Yeah. Oh man. But I like the idea of having the 2 columns with the cards.
Yeah, and you know, we could decrease the spacing to make them a little tighter. Let's see. Yeah, just center it.
So
But yeah, once we have those emojis, then
yeah.
so the centering approach is one way. You know, you could stretch it so it goes all the way. Actually, though. Oh, I could do that. Let's see.
So now, Ivan, I have a question for you. Do you want
Yes.
the fantasy to be the wizard or to be the unicorn? That's
Nice.
important.
That's Oh, because we are going for 1 emoji each?
I thought so.
No, we can do 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I made room for 2.
Okay.
yeah.
Then I have more
Okay.
searching to do.
Although it looks like you added a space between them, huh?
I have no idea. Maybe. I mean,
That was a
you-
long
you-
time ago.
well, I mean, so I worked on the app again last weekend because the data source broke, so I had to rework something. But again, it's more like maintenance because I don't have ideas now. I'm waiting for actually a completely redesign for with Compose. So that will be like a major work. But yeah, it has been a long time. So I'm trying to do other stuff, other apps.
Yeah, I think you definitely added a space.
Fair enough.
Shame. What the fuck happened to this emoji?
Oh, yeah.
Aha!
probably
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm copying things from Emojipedia, so I don't know.
It's rendering. I mean, you can actually type them with a keyboard.
I
on Windows.
know, but it makes no difference. You see? That's what I get.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you,
even worse. Well,
Microsoft.
we can pick another emoji. Don't worry.
Or I mean, maybe that's the one that Chris will need to find himself. I'm afraid.
The detective?
Yep. I think it's
Okay.
spy or sleuth or detective. I don't know.
Let's see. Spy. Oh. Well, where'd it go?
You should pick the gender neutral one though.
I don't know which one that is.
I think it's
So
the
hard to
center
find.
one, but they're kind of very, very hard to tell apart.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
center one.
Oh, wait. I think, yeah, here we go. Oh, Figma doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Aha,
Yeah,
so
Figma
it's
is
Figma.
broken.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I think because Figma is using it's web, but it's using a custom renderer, and so I think emojis. Sometimes you just go grab the SVG and just put it in there.
I mean, I can do that.
Yeah. Yes. While you do that, oh, Rocket's good.
I'm gonna get the. Yeah, for the Apple one, I don't think there's an SVG, so you're gonna get a shitty bitmap, or I can get to the Twitter one. which is an SVG. It's gonna look weird, but at least it's vector.
Sure. Oh, I am curious if they're all the same size.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out. Yeah, so this would be the category screen. And then some other, you mentioned, so like if you did pick a category,
Yeah.
I was wondering, you could move it down like this, and then let's say it's like sci-fi. So you could, let's take the 2 emojis. So you could have something like this, maybe?
Yeah. Like a header?
Where-
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, something like this. 24. Yeah, you can kind of play around with the font size. Maybe.
I think the wizard is also kind of broken. So you're going to get a Twitter one.
Ooh, this is a nice extra light font.
Nice.
Oh, here's the unicorn. Where's the unicorn? Fantasy. Oh gosh. This will be.
Yep.
This is gonna be. Oh, well, now you're gonna watch my Figma hackery.
That's what we're here to learn, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can take these two. You can do auto layout. Make them like that. And then the thing is, you can delete that one. Ta-da! But then what we can do is take these two. You can create multiple components. We'll combine them as variants for now. Just say lost emojis.
There's another one coming.
Spy. This is wizard.
You are watching a master at work.
And then we can copy this as a component and then use it, reuse it here. So paste to replace. So now,
yeah, there's another lost emoji there for you.
Okay. So
the yoga one, a meditation one. What's that?
Yeah, just say meditation. Yeah. Well, so now that you have these, so in Figma, right, you're like, oh crap, like what did I do? I broke it. But what you can do is, like, in our case, it's like, well, we already have both emojis here, so we can just hide it in this specific instance.
Nice.
Like that.
Aha.
Yeah. Oh,
nice.
And it's not exact, so we could put it. We could fake it. So let's see. We could make this 2. Yeah.
Nice.
4. Oh, yeah, that works.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm hacking the shit out of Figma live on Twitch. I love it. Oh
Yeah,
man, this is cool.
It's. Oh wait, why isn't like? Yeah. Oh, that's why. Oh yeah. Okay. Well. Oh wait. Okay. No. Yeah, it's good enough. I think these aren't exact sizes, unfortunately.
It's all right.
Oh.
I mean, we could do this and just say no. They're exactly 120. Yeah. So you could do that, and then we can just make sure to. Wait, is this within this card? Oh, everything is centered within the card. Okay, so we're good. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, whether using an emoji, an actual image, or an emoji, we can just substitute it. Okay, so meditation is health. So, whoa, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And this, oh, whoopsie. I know what I did. I messed this up. Type. There we go.
So you need to put type equals.
Yeah, for variance, I did mess this up when I was moving very quickly. So now it's actual specific type.
Got it.
So now when you go here, yeah, you can change the type. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's the wrong one.
I mean, we could make it work.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Even more Figma hackery. The order.
All right.
Yeah.
Even if only you pick the right order for things, consistently knowing in advance which ones would break in Figma 2 years down the line.
Yeah, but we can you
Yeah.
can swap them as much as you want. I don't mind. It's we can compromise. It's a trade-off.
Well, I think that's the thing about Figma. Like you can do these kinds of. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. This one should be a wizard. Yeah. Okay.
I'm surprised nobody has said you're a wizard, Harry, yet. I'm very surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Very polite people.
There we go. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, thankfully these are both text.
Yep, that's gonna be easy.
Yeah. También. Eres un mago, Harry. Eres un mago, Harry.
I don't know what happened here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now we have our perfect home screen. But yeah, you could show the category like this. I think the other thing though is.
Do you have accounts in your app? In the app, even?
No, because there was no value proposition for accounts, to be honest. So you
Good
know,
guy,
I
Ivan.
hate
not selling people's personal data.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not. Actually, I'm probably one of the, I don't know, probably three people that also show you the consent for the GDPR shit for ads, and people complain there are too many dialogues in the app, and I was like, but I'm doing this for you, users, right?
It sounds like It sounds like you might need to redesign your onboarding.
Yeah, that's actually I got rid of the onboarding. I had the onboarding for like a very long time because the app in the past, the app started with you could select your country. So there was a screen with a list of supported countries, and then after that there was a choice where you could pick the list or the grid, the one that we discussed. And then eventually you landed up on the home screen. But then I ran the numbers, and there was a lot of drop off during the onboarding. So and I also had people complaining about the grid. So I decided to, okay, so we're going for the list, and I'm selecting the country according to the system locale. So now I'm defaulting. If you have a phone that is in Spanish, I'm gonna default to Spanish, and then you can change it in the settings. But then at that point, you just land on the app right away. So I got rid of the onboarding.
Maybe I was thinking, instead of the user profile thing, you could show which Amazon country you're looking at. in the
like
up
like
bar.
a flag.
Yeah, like something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be nice.
So that would be an easy way to switch without having to go into the settings. I don't know how frequently that
Ah,
happens.
well, it doesn't, but you know, it could be. I don't know. It could be interesting. I mean, if you have people that actually want books in a couple of languages, let's say you are in the US, so you have English and Spanish, because I also support Mexico
Hmm.
or Mexico, because you know I'm not a savage. But you know, if you want to switch quickly from a couple of languages, probably the round. I don't know. We can try.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm slightly concerned about is that people might like mistake that for book language filter instead. So you'd have to make it very clear that
Yeah.
it's about the Amazon
No.
locale.
Yeah, it won't
Oh, this
filter
thing.
Yeah.
the books.
Wait, where do
So
you
that's the.
select that?
It's if you go, there is a setting tab in the drawer, and then there
Oh, I
is
see.
so basically on this screen you have the Amazon locale, the Amazon website that you can pick, and then there is another switch that you barely see from the screenshot. There is like notifications. You can turn them on and off because every day you get a notification saying, "Oh, there are new books," and you can turn that off. There's not
And
much in the settings because.
is it important for the user to know like which Amazon they're looking at?
I never thought about that. I mean, now that Sebastiano mentioned it, it could add some colorful to the home screen. I don't know if it could be also a CTA that you can tap. I really never thought about that.
Like,
Yeah, because you could put it, there's no login, right? So you could
No.
put it there, but it also depends if it's something the user is switching a lot.
Not really, because usually, you know, they stick with their own Amazon, because not everybody has multiple Amazon accounts, and I understand that if I put a flag there, people can probably misunderstand the language. You know, like, oh, I want books in Spanish,
so
but
what you
it's
could
actually
put
not.
there is maybe a button to remove ads with in-app purchase.
Yeah, also that. I mean, there
But
is no in-app purchase to remove ads at the moment, so.
there could be.
Yeah, there could be, definitely, because what we are not seeing here is that at the bottom of every screen, actually, because it's like done on the root container, we have ads. There is a sticky banner, and that's that was the first business model that I ever tried. It's very, very webby. But that was also the reason why I had the navigation drawer. You know, I never switched to a bottom navigation because there is a sticky banner there, and I never got to a point where like, okay, I was confident that the design would work, because I don't know which the guidelines. So what do I do? Do I put the ads below the navigation bar, above the navigation bar? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so eventually I was like, okay, and then I was too scared that people will misclick and I will get, in trouble with the ad mob, because those are weird clicks. They actually
Yeah.
advise you to not put ads around things that user click a lot, to avoid this kind of misbehavior or borderline behaviors. So yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Again,
the
ads are a
alternative
controversy.
the alternative solution could be that you could put the ads on the top-up bar instead. like overlay the name of the app. I don't know. Are
do you
the
mean?
ads full width or are they narrower than the full width?
Well, I don't know. As in Spanish, I can't do this in Spanish. This is like a serious
Sí
conversation.
or no.
No, no puede. So el ad es todas las lungueza del esquermo. Come on, man, this is not helping. But yeah, no, it's a full width a sticky banner, so it's just like a small rectangular.
Yeah.
I think it's like 50 dp's height, in full width.
Yeah, I mean 50 dp is alright because the up bar is 48, so could be alright.
Yeah, but
technically. But
where will you put it?
Just
like above or below?
Yeah, no. So there's two things you can do. One I was thinking is just take the app title, and given you don't have an action on the side here, just go from here, so just on the side of the navigation to the end here. I don't know if that's something you can do, but
and put an ad there.
Yeah.
Instead of the title.
Yeah. The alternative.
No sé. Rompe el botón de me gusta. Yeah. Oh man, how was it? We looked for the sentence at some point. El botón de me gusta. Oh man. Sorry, Sebastian, I cut you.
No worries. But yeah, the alternative thing you could do is show something that like comes in underneath and just pushes down the list somewhat. I don't know. So instead of having the ads at the bottom, you could have them at the top. But I've never really thought about the feasibility of that, so I'm not sure. But by the way, while we were talking about ads, looks like someone is getting busy with the tablet layout.
Yeah, he just went into the zone and left the chatty chatters chat, and I'm going doing the work.
Yeah, I was thinking. So one thing that's useful is in the Material 3 design kit, they have these breakpoints, these layout breakpoints, which are in the guidelines, and they should map directly to the device classes in Compose, or at least the implementation we have. It might be slightly off, but I think the categorization is very similar, which is large, medium, small.
Yeah.
Or it might be called something different, like compact. I can't remember.
I think it is compact.
But yeah, you can take these and kind of design against them, and so that's what I did here. I took the medium one and I put it in this frame, so it's in the background. You don't use it directly, but it's just there for sizing. And then one of the guidelines for larger screen is like when you tend to have more width, there's a new component, or it's not that new, but it's new to Compose at least, is this nav rail, which I think in a phone, if you had a bottom nav or a navigation drawer, I think the guidance is to kind of switch to this nav rail when you have more space.
Yeah. I think.
Go ahead.
No, I'm. If I'm not mistaken, Sebastiano, this is the same component that we are using on desktop, right?
Yep.
For the app.
Yeah.
Because it looks familiar, but I never used it on mobile, and it actually looks very like natural and familiar on desktop because of the size of the windows.
That's because you've never done tablet designs?
No, I mean, a tablet is always an afterthought. You know how it is. So it's like, we have a phone, and then now we put a lot of margin, and ta-da, and now it's a tablet ish. So yeah, no, don't start. Don't make me start.
The list becomes a grid, and you're done.
I cut you out. So you were saying about the nav rail?
The thing I was, oh, I'm sorry. Let me just draw this rectangle. I should have to make it white. No, it's too faint. Yeah, then you could bring these category things above it. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do.
So it's like an overlay.
Yeah, and then you could we could use a different fill. Oh, actually, let's just use our fill from before. 3, I think. Yeah, and you could just round the corners.
Nice.
Okay, so this comes up like a sort of dialogue of sort above. Am I getting it right?
Yeah, that was kind of my quick thought on it. Was in this mode, like you could tap this, and then this thing kind of pops up. Could be a drop down too, but maybe for mobile or touch, this is kind of more friendly. I don't know, and it allows you to kind of reuse, this component.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thought I had.
Nice.
So.
Well, that's cool, actually. How do I do that, Sebastian? Isn't like because I would probably do it as a dialogue fragment, but would compose. How the fuck do I do this?
There's a dialogue composable.
Wow.
Wraps a dialogue fragment for you.
I don't want to search it because I'm gonna just get mad at you because if you just made it up and then exists.
No.
Okay.
No, the thing before I think the one thing I don't understand right now is, so you see you have these here, right? Like book, deals, categories. I could understand that these first 5 would naturally map to here, but then I'm wondering, like, do these actually make sense to be on the nav rail? Like maybe settings does, but
yeah,
these other 3, it's
could go in the settings.
Yeah.
Well, so at least feedback and about.
Yeah. Okay. So about is basically, I mean, you can even throw it in settings. I wouldn't mind. The send feedback is there because I need a quick way to intercept unhappy users. Okay. So that menu opens a Google form where most of the people are complaining about, I don't find Harry Potter for free in the app, 1 star. So I need to save myself, protect myself against that. And the way that I found effective was giving those users a faster way to complain instead of going to the Play Store. So that's why it's in the and the same goes for the Open Amazon Kindle app, because people were constantly saying, okay, I bought the book, now I don't see the book in the app. And there is just a finite amount of time that you can tell them, this is not the Kindle app, you need to use the Kindle app. So you're gonna find the book in the Kindle app. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just put a button there so you can click there and it opens the Kindle app. So I understand that they feel a bit they don't belong to the app, but that was the only place that I could find, let's throw everything in the navigation throwable.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, gotta do what I mean, gotta do, right?
I think. Let's see.
You will be surprised how many 1 star I got over the years because I don't find books that I like. 1 star. Oh, okay. And then you just die inside a bit, right? Because why do you need to be so bad as a human being, right?
I mean, even you should consider that maybe the majority of your users cannot distinguish that you don't decide what goes in the app. It's not up to you.
I know, right? I mean, that's the word. I got like a I don't speak English. Now, things like, I don't speak English. The books are in English. And I was like, oh, there is a setting menu where you can pick your language. Never heard from them again. I don't find Harry Potter. I don't find book that I like. And then I was like, okay, yeah. It's an ungrateful job. It's a bit more like open source, right? When you build free apps, it's basically the same thing of open source. So, but the people complaining are not devs, are like the average people. So it's even worse. Yeah. Happy user. Happy users are those that go to the Play Store, even if they don't have to, and go there and then say 5 stars. I love the app. I always find books that I like because I always read romance books, and if they are free, I'm happy. So those are the people that I actually got a message the other day that it touched me, because there was one lady. I'm picking the email right now. It's called Betsy, and she wrote me to report that there was the issue with the images, so the app was not loading the images. I fixed the problem last weekend. I replied to her email. I was like, it has been a crazy beginning of the year. I finally was able to fix the book covers issue. You should be able to install the new version on the Play Store. And usually that's the end of the conversation. She replied and said, "Hi, Ivan, thanks for getting back to me and for the update. You have a great app. Have a nice weekend and stay safe, Betsy." This is the kind of users that are like, you know what, this is good. I'm doing good. So
Yeah.
fuck them all. I like Betsy more. So, and so these are the I don't know. This is the little things. This is one of the reasons that I started doing apps, because at the beginning I was doing the Android system kind of stuff, backend stuff, and eventually I started doing apps because I wanted a bit more like a close relationship with users. Because the Play Store is great. You build something in your spare time, you throw it there, and now people can install that on their device. I mean, for me, it's like incredible. And so, yeah, but there are low and high, I guess, as everything.
Yeah.
So Fabio was thinking we could show the categories inside a material backdrop instead of a dialogue.
That's true.
But I'm not sure if it's a good idea.
Why is this behaving this way? Sorry,
Drop down
I'm
menu.
very bugged by the fact that this is center aligned. Like, why is it not left aligned? Go
It's
left.
just-
I don't understand. Huh.
Oh,
Okay.
here you go. Damn it. It's like some random click and then it goes to left. I don't understand it. I mean, Figma is just as every other software, like completely random. What happened?
Yeah, that seems like a bug, because in my understanding of Flexbox, like space between when there's one element should go to the left.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's just me being too technical. So, okay. Anyway, I just redrew your navigation drawer since there was a nice component in the Material 3.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we can, we can make this a component now. Although this is a really big component, so probably it's not really the standard size of a nav drawer.
It feels like a bit large. I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
that
it?
looks pretty large. Maybe that's a little too small. 280. Yeah, that works. Because you could kind of put it here. that, but then we don't round all the corners. No. Oops. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Anyway, actually, I should just change it here because this is the component. Okay. Yeah, well, it responds correctly in height and stuff, so that's good. All right. So cool. Yeah, because I think for the nav rail, like for the medium-sized screen, we could have deals, categories, favorite authors. Then probably maybe just settings would be there, and then I think send feedback is important to your point of like having a quick action.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to crowd the menu, right? So maybe we can definitely take away about, because definitely, and send feedback, yeah, because because I don't want to make it too. I don't want to put it like in the toolbar, because then it will prevent them to go to the Play Store, right? I don't want to make it too easy to try and risk to lose good reviews. But it's a very weird thing. So let's say there. Maybe it's there.
Yeah. Well, I think also you don't need categories, because if well, it I guess depends where categories goes, because if there's always a consistent place to,
like if you're in the home screen, then the categories picker. I don't know. Like I was thinking, is that something that people would do? Like tap the category name, because it doesn't seem like there's anything telling users, "Oh, you can click this."
Yeah. Yeah. There's no affordance.
Yeah, there's. I don't know. It doesn't look like a button. Will they know? Oh. But on the other end, what would you do? Like adding the drop down has the spinner drop down. How do you want to call it? Has the arrow that gives you the little triangle that gives you the idea that you,
Carrot, maybe?
Is it called carrot?
Not carrot, carrot.
Carrot. Sorry.
I think. I'm not sure though.
But usually that's like a very clear. That's a carrot. But can you click it? Does it open?
I'm trying to click it, but it looks like it only selects it. In the chat, I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's it's fascinating, because how different are the emoji on Windows and on my phone, because I have the phone with visor close to the chat from the web, and the carrot is a very puff carrot on Windows.
Yeah, it's very
it's a very
chunky.
chubby web, but on my Samsung it's very thin, very lean carrot.
Chunky.
Yeah, because you could. Yeah, because you could put it. Wow, that's so tiny. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, look at that. The difference is incredible. The Samsung one is thinner. The Microsoft one is super. That's definitely clickable, but I don't know if it will work on phone.
Wait, we make that 0, and then this 0. Yeah, there. It's a nice rounded arrow.
Nice.
No, so I wouldn't necessarily make this the click target. This could be the entire target.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
this at least
Yeah.
signals to the user that
that they can click. But then
Yeah.
what would you do? Would you open the dialogue in the middle, or you would open like a drop down there? You will still open the dialogue?
yeah, I would still do that.
So I have a follow-up question to this, which is, if you now have a drop-down to select the categories, do you even need a top level navigation item for categories?
Yeah, that was the one that we were discussing. You know, at this point, we could probably just drop the one in the navigation drawer.
Yeah.
Like, because you will
Yeah.
access the categories from here.
And then you
so
need
the navigation drawer.
Yeah, I guess you need like everything or all books item in the categories list picker or whatever.
Yeah, it will be like a top 100 something. Because those are not the same books. So it's like a completely different list. So
okay.
it's like top 100, and then there is like it's not a subset. The categories are not a subset of the main book list. It's a completely different list, or like set of lists. Yeah, Mark, I don't know, it's like 6 figures.
Let's see. Well, because the other thing we could, now let's see, where's the arrow? Maybe this is the
The
best.
chevron.
Keyboard arrow, right? We could. Where to go? We can make this larger. There you go.
Fancy. So Ivan, can you explain to me again how the books category stuff works? Because I'm not sure I understood. Like, what's the difference between all books and no category?
There is no all books.
Okay.
So there is no all books. So the first screen that you see when you land on the main page, as you open the app, the first list that you see is the top 100 free books.
Okay. But if you select a category, that's the top 100 for that category, right?
Yes. Basically, it's the specific category, and those are books that are €0 or zero whatever price on Amazon today, and the list is changing every day, basically.
Got it.
And that's why you have the notification in the morning, because chances are that there are going to be new books even in the top 100. There are going to be new books.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice project, and it serves a purpose for a lot of people there. Are after very, kind of easy reading books. For instance, there is a lot of stuff that like you need some crime. You don't want to some fancy author. You just want to read something over the weekend, right? Or you just want to read something. And that's the same, especially for romance. Romance is the top category.
Like harmony stuff.
Yeah, that stuff. It's a huge deal for my app.
I guess that is like, if you're reading harmony books, it doesn't really matter who wrote them or how.
Yeah, and especially, I mean, I grew up with this kind of books. They were sold even in the like newspaper shop. How do you say in English?
News
right?
agents.
But that's the news agents. Okay, so, and they were like super cheap. Yeah, I remember those. You can get away with like €2 for a book. But at the same time, that's also just a handful of hours of entertainment, right? Because it's a small book, it's probably a huge font inside, and the story is basically there is somebody, there is some lady, they fall in love. So that kind of books, if it's free, it's even better for you, right? If you're crunching those books. So yeah, that's why romance is the category. Spike, Sunny, no biscotto.
Yeah, the thought I had was if it was on tablet, like you could use this right arrow. I don't know. Maybe it's less of a drop down, but it's kind of a weird pattern. I'm not super happy with it, but I think it still makes sense because the thing is, like, sometimes these arrows don't always have to map exactly to where the thing is going to end up. Because I think once the user clicks on it, they're like, oh, it shows up in the middle.
Yeah,
But
I'm just gonna deal with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? What if the user, what if the user clicks on the arrow, the dialog comes up, and the arrow turns to point to the dialog? Just because I want to add an animation there without reasons.
I mean, what you could do if the user clicks the whole thing is that you can make the arrow be like bloop, like react
Or
with
just
like a
expand.
small animation that moves it to the side a bit. It's like just nudges.
Yeah.
Can I do a transform from the arrow to the dialogue? Would it be weird?
How the fuck
see
would
that?
you do that?
I don't know. I mean,
As
I'm
in,
not
like,
the one
how
doing
would that?
animations
How
here.
do you visualize it in your head? Like, how would that work? No, I'm not talking about
I
implementation
don't know.
here.
I mean, no, but that's what Chuck was talking about. You give me the point A, point B, Compose does the stuff in between. I don't need to understand how it does it.
Yeah,
right?
but what I'm asking
just
you is
want-
like visually, how does that work? Not in terms of the implementation, but it's like, how do you transform from an arrow to a full dialogue? That is also a different color.
No, I mean, like maybe from an arrow to like a square, and then you fill in the square. I mean, I don't know, right? Why do we have?
I'm
to do
sorry,
it like
I
this,
have the
Sebastiano?
difficult questions.
Why? I mean, this
Details.
Details,
point out. Why do you need to point out my weakness?
Yeah.
You know that I don't know how to do this stuff.
Maybe, and I was just thinking, Chris, we could use the filter icon instead of the arrow. I don't know if that
too.
would work.
Filter icon.
This one's nice. Yeah. Or this one.
Yeah, something like that. Or maybe even just
one do we-
the sliders icon. I don't know what's the name.
What are the sliders?
No, not that. The one with the 3 lines that are 3 sliders, one on top of the other.
It was
Hamburger
like
menu?
No.
there is like YouTube has it for the audio controls.
So, I'm gonna try and
I
find
always see
it.
it. Can you say controls? Can you look for controls? Where is it?
I am skimming
audio
the list, but I might well miss it because there's like a gazillion icons. I mean, it's good that there's a
Pest
gazillion
controlled
icons.
rodent. Wow. Okay, there is an icon
That's very
for pest
specific.
controlled rodent. That's a very
Very
specific
specific
icon. Jesus, I was like, okay, somebody actually took the time. How much do they need this icon? I don't know.
Clearly more than 0. Tune.
Yeah.
It's called Tune.
Tune. Okay, tune. It makes sense. There is like listen.
Oh,
there is
yeah.
like
Yeah, that
listen
one.
controls. Yeah,
It's technically not correct though, so
it's completely not correct, but maybe it looks nice.
that will be our little secret.
Yeah, sure. Nobody will never
Nobody
know.
needs to know.
Nobody
This
will-
is a private conversation we're having.
Yeah, this is like a private conversation. Sure. Hmm. I mean, we are recording it on 2 cloud streams platform. Yeah, definitely private. Um, oh, something nice about privacy that I actually didn't know, but maybe
Wait,
comes from.
are you about to plug a VPN service or something?
No, no, no. That would be nice. So, that would be nice. That would be nice. So let me tell you, this crazy thing happened, right? And I solved it with this VPN service. No, there are no
Ivano
ads here.
VPN.
But if you want to sponsor your VPN service here, so just let us know. I'm playing around with the phone, and I actually saw yesterday that there is a little animation in the top right corner when you use the microphone or when you use the camera.
Yep.
So it tells you that somebody's actually accessing
Dude, you just skipped
the
ahead from a Samsung Galaxy 9 to a Pixel 6. There's like
yeah.
slight difference in terms of what you get.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a couple of OS behind, but yeah, it was nice. I mean, again, I'm liking the phone, and so far so good. I don't want to jinx it. It's different from what I'm used to. It's fucking huge, and but again, I really don't mind. I don't know how fast are other fingerprints readers, but this is legit. I mean,
Fingerprint reader is fairly slow on the Pixel 6, but it mostly works. It's not worse than the one that I had in the Samsung S20 FE last year. But that wasn't a very good one either. So there's that.
Yeah, because I mean, usually I mean, my S9 also has it. You know, the one in the back. Well, I mean, I don't really. I'm fascinated by the technology. I think this is like infrared something, because it glows up my finger at night. So I don't know what the fuck is going on there. I think it's like.
I don't know if the white circle is just to show that you're touching the right spot. I'm not sure.
But that's a lot of light because my finger turns like red.
Yeah.
When it's dark, like that's a lot of light.
Just trying to teach you about subsurface scattering.
I don't know. That's yeah. I want to try the astrophotography mode.
Yeah.
So that's also something that I want to try.
The camera is pretty good, unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
I switching from the iPhone to this. Finally, I can take pictures of my black cat. It can actually focus on the black cat. The iPhone could not.
Oh, no.
It was a fairly old one, like a 3 years old model, but still.
You mean the cat or the phone?
Both?
Okay, fair enough. But I'm happy that you got rid of the iPhone and not the cat. So
I mean,
also... it was a tough choice.
Got rid?
Okay, the phone is still there.
But it's not mine, so I cannot just check it out, you know?
Yeah. So was it a sponsor of the stream?
What, Apple is sponsoring us, or?
No, the phone.
No.
Well, if Apple was sponsoring us, it would be hilarious.
That'd be fun.
Anyway. Okay, so we have the icon that Seb suggested.
The right icon. I should underscore.
Shut up. Shut up. You know what? I'm gonna fuck you hard because I'm gonna run an A/B test on that. I'm gonna tell you how many people understand what the fuck is going on with the icon or not. I'm gonna just, Sebastiano, it's not my opinion versus your opinion, it's just numbers, and numbers don't lie. Your icon sucks.
I mean, I'm absolutely fine with accepting this, the results of the A/B test. The numbers, as you said, the numbers don't lie. That's the nice thing about A/B test, but also you need to be ready to say, "Oh, my idea actually isn't as good as I thought."
But that's
Which I am.
the only
So-
issue. But because you are a clever, egoless person. But that's the main issue with this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm just a serious moment. In the last 10 years, I worked for a lot of companies, and a lot of companies, they were like, we are data driven and things like that. And then at the end of the day, it was a lie. Most of the time it was a lie, because somebody in the food chain had an idea, you had to implement it, and no matter how much it sucked, the idea will be there, right, forever. And then you have code to maintain, and you don't have the return on investment. I mean, I remember one company they built, because I joined after, they built one feature, then it became like a mega feature, one of those things. It took like 8 months to everybody. So it was iOS, Android, and backend working on that thing. It was, and they shipped it. Yeah, big celebration. After 1 year, when I joined, it was less than 3% of the users using it. When I left, almost 2 years later, the feature was still there, and then you need to maintain. You need to walk around it, because if you touch it and if you break it, you need to fix it. And other companies, instead, on the other side, when I joined Asana Rebel, for instance, I came in at the end of an A/B test that was running for like 6 months. And they told me, my first task was, Ivan, you need to kill this feature. It was the personal trainer feature. And but that's half of the app. Like, it was legit half of the app. And they were like, yeah, we don't care. It's not converting as we expected. It's just huge to maintain from a content point of view. Just kill it.
That's good,
and
actually.
the PR, that was actually good. The PR was one of those PRs like minus 2 million lines, and you are like, oh, I love this. But on the other side, you need to also take responsibility for the fallout, because you have a lot of people, oh no, I just signed up for 1 yearly subscription because I like the personal trainer feature. Now the personal trainer features is not there anymore.
Yeah.
I want my money back. And they were actually refunding people, because you take actually responsibility for your decision, and here is your money. But that's unusual. That's not for everybody. It's there's a lot of feature creep. How do you call it? Feature creep.
Yep.
When you want to put everything inside and you never take something all out. It's like 2 million icons in the menu. Anyway.
So tuning back in with Chris, because I've been blabbing around for like 10 minutes now.
It's just
What's up?
doing his thing, right?
What's up?
He's just doing his thing.
Here, send feedback.
Oh, is that
oh my god,
the best control?
You were able to, okay, I love
no,
it.
No. Now you need an A/B test for that one as well.
Yeah.
No. I just like the rodent icon.
But people will tap it, be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, that's the thing. That's how you convert. This thing is converting like incredible.
Yeah. I mean,
you need to pick the brain. Curiosity, that kind of stuff. I love it. The fuck is the rodent icon? You open the app and you see this thing. What the fuck is the where is it? Like, is it like a mouse? Is it like a?
Why is there a mouse there?
Yeah, it's why
really
there's
nice
a mouse. It's actually a very nice icon, but I don't understand. I need to look it up. There must be like some sort of history behind, like a story behind the rodent pest control icon.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There is a normal pest control and a rodent pest control icon, just in case you have different needs.
Yeah, you have to pick the one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, Chris, the two heart icons, are those the favorite authors and favorite books?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was what
Would it
I don't
make
know.
sense to create a one single section to not like a favorite, and then you have like a author books, like a view pager kind of thing? Would it make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe just have
Oh.
like you pick the category, like a picker where you can, or just have at the top like two chips. I don't know.
Oh yeah, like chips also nice.
Yeah, what does the screen look like when you do click favorite authors or favorite books?
Nobody
I think
knows.
it's just a list. No, I mean, I can run the app probably.
It's
let's
lost
see.
to
Let's see.
time. We'll never figure it
Yeah,
out.
no. Wait. I got this. I think I have the app on my phone. Favorite authors. Time to add some favorites. Okay, I don't have any favorites. I'm gonna favoriting this stuff. Did I broke it? I think it's broken. Okay, no. Oh yeah, it's audible. It's just a list of names and well, I mean, okay, so the favorite author, it's a list where there is the name of the author and how many books you favorite of that author. So if it's like a recurrent author that you like, how many books. And the books is just a list of the books with the title of the book and the author. And as you can imagine, there is very little to it because I never followed up on the development of the backend because I wanted to do something with the data, but then there is a lot of privacy involved, and I was like, okay, what do I do? It's always difficult to find a value proposition, but again, yeah, this is not easy for me because a lot of when I discuss this stuff with people that understand, then I don't have enough arguments to support my decisions that I made one Sunday morning at 10 drinking coffee.
That was oddly specific.
Well, because that's the time frame. I mean, when would you work on this stuff, right? So you just wake up and it's like, let's put a couple of hours in this thing. You know what will be cool? A favorite section, and then you build it, and then now what? I have a list of books with authors, so but then again,
do you know how many people use it?
The app or the feature?
No, the feature.
I can tell
Because
you.
given we were talking about maybe sometimes you want to kill features. If nobody uses this,
fair enough. No, fair enough.
I mean, you might just temporarily take it out until you flesh it out, and then you bring it back when it has more functionality, right?
Let me see if I can give you how many. If I have events, because I need to remember. I don't know if there is. It must be. Let's see. Book clicked, category clicked, favorite book clicked. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like in the last 7 days, I have 300 events for favoriting the book. 700 open favorite books, 700 open favorite authors. And it's increasing because it's like, this month is like plus 15%, plus 28%. So people are actually clicking and checking. But then I imagine the disappointment, right? You open the thing and now what? I mean, what do I do with this? Yeah, I liked this books. But again, there is very not much value proposition. So if you have any idea, please give me a shout.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the favorite book stuff makes sense, because you have the ability to favorite books from the list. It's just the favorite author stuff.
But that's basically you don't actually favorite the author itself.
Yeah, I know, but that's kind
It's
of
just-
like that's why it's weird, because you don't really do that. Like
Yeah, but
that would maybe make sense if you could bring it back in the future where you have your favorite authors, and whenever something is published by them, like a new book appears,
Yeah.
you get a notification.
I also thought about over time you go to favorite authors and you see, okay, there is this, I don't know, J.K. Rowling. I favorite 6 book by J.K. Rowling. I click here, I see books by this author.
Yeah.
Right away. I
Yeah.
drive you to the right page on Amazon, even if it's external to the app. There is plenty of possibility. There is just
The time is the problem.
it's not even that, but it's also the maybe this is not a Compose app, so now I'm learning Compose, and okay, I want to work on Compose on something else, but now there is a great opportunity to migrate this to Compose, so this will be great. I like the menu. It's got thinner. Nice.
It's almost time to wrap up, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
but I like
we
this is a
finished
lot
the
of
app.
work. Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of work.
There's still the implementation, but
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the implementation. Don't hold your breath, my friend. But I like it. I like it a lot.
So in the favorite screen, would you see something like the list of your favorite books, and then a way to sort them by author, by title?
Yeah.
So you can
The
combine
usual,
that
right?
into the one screen, and then you can maybe have, like in the future, you can have like a watch list sort of feature, which is what we talked about, where you can get a notification when a book by a certain author is available. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. And or some way for making, let's say I have a favorite author. When I scroll through the list of books, those are like 100 books. If I pick one of those authors, the card is a bit different. Something that tells me, oh, look, like there is a book from your authors, or sort the whole list for your favorite authors. Like some sort of precedence to your favorite author. There is a lot of stuff that you can do, but I like the UI.
Yeah, I mean, you need to implement the new UI first, and then.
Yeah. Well, this is gonna be
Small detail.
This is gonna be definitely like a huge work, because.
But also think Compose. Like there isn't
definitely.
anything here that is crazy difficult to do in Compose.
Yeah.
No, not
It
really.
should be fairly straightforward.
The only thing that I need to check are the ads. That's the only thing, because the current SDK is still the old one, right? So there is no Compose. So I need to use the Android View container. That should be like pretty straightforward, though. So that's. But again, this is great. This is great.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of other explorations we could do, like on this. Like I think someone mentioned the backdrop idea. That was also interesting to do. You could use this, but I guess the thing is you need an entry point to this, and right now that entry point seems to be in the navigation drawer. So I feel like I removed it here specifically because it might make sense to move the category entry point either like this,
there.
or you don't have a login, but it could be there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
to be fair, in the current implementation of the app, there is an action menu at the top where you can sort by title, by author, and by reviews. So there is already something in the top right corner at the moment, but I guess we can expand. So I have a 3 dots menu in the top right corner.
Okay.
Yeah, what's under that dot?
There are three possible choices. It's sort by title, sort by author, and sort by review. That's the sorting, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, so then we could actually take this sort icon.
Yeah.
And put it in there too.
It could be pretty close to what there is.
Yeah. All right. I'll stop talking now. Or stop asking questions.
Oh no, actually, this is great. So
I hate to be the one, but it's time to wrap up.
Yeah. So let's try also to...
You can do the stickers.
Yes. Stickers. Let's run the stickers. Congratulations, Ilker, for winning the stickers. So Ilker is also subscriber. So he wins also the holo sticker. So we are gonna reach out probably. I'm gonna reach out on Twitter because we already are connected on Twitter, and I'm gonna ask you for a delivery address, and this should be quick for you because I think
do you have a GDPR form for that?
We have we have the license, right? The privacy terms on the website, so everything is fine.
We have dotted all the T's.
Yeah, we are legit, man.
Do you? No, you cross the T's and you dot the I's. Well, we dotted the T's because we were very confused.
but very GDPR compliant.
Oh God.
Anyway, Chris, I really thank you a lot. This is great, and it's an invaluable work. And this is beyond my possibility. So I really appreciate your help here.
Of course.
Now we need to have like a retrospective in a few months after you've implemented it even, and then we need to look at the analytics and see how it looks.
Yeah, that was actually...
I need to know if my icon is better.
But I'm actually thinking about building like a whole new app inside the app. So, and then, have a smoother migration. I don't know. I'm still thinking about how to build this from a architectural point of view. So it's great. I need to see. That's a lot of work, but I love it.
Okay. So as we wrap up, as usual, no, Hugo, sorry, not another stream. No. As usual, thanks to everyone that is following. Thanks to all the subscribers. If you are the subscribers, we're going to make a clickbaity thumbnail in a second. I'm going to share the link to the Meet call on the Discord. And then you can ask us questions. If Chris is joining, then you can ask Chris as well. I need to take Figma away from Chris at some point. Otherwise, it's going to spend the rest of the day just tweaking the designs.
Yeah. She got pretty far.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff.
Great.
Well, you did a lot of stuff while Ivan and I were just talking bullshit most of the time. But
yes,
I contributed like that, icons and emojis, so there's that.
Yeah. Well, and I actually gave you the idea, so I'm basically the CEO here.
You're the idea person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the brain. I'm the brain, man. I'm the brain. Cha-ching. Anyway,
So thanks again, everyone. We'll see you on Sunday. On Sunday, we have a peculiar stream because we have Enrique with us, and we're going to be talking about how to reinvest or invest your money that you make as a software engineer or someone that works in tech. Because just keeping the money in the bank might not be the best option, but also there's risks. And Enrique has a lot of experience with that. So we're very much looking forward to hearing what he has to say. And
it's gonna
yeah,
be money with Italians.
at some point, we're going to have
Okay,
Cook with
well.
Italians and no. On
Yeah.
Sunday, Afsal. On Sunday. That's on Sunday. Next Wednesday, we have Matvey from the Compose team because we were still missing someone from the Compose team, apparently.
Oh, he'll be a good guest.
Yeah, he's a great person and also an incredibly good dev. And we're going to be talking about like scrollable stuff. And if we have time, we're going to try to implement or re-implement the swipe to dismiss to fit our use case in our app. So fingers crossed. But yeah, see you on Sunday. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.